Hello, this is Stamping with Jilly. How are you today? Today I thought we would share, I think this is going to be a 101 project because we use a Stamparatus. It's really easy and I've tried my best not to put much on there so it doesn't become an advanced card. So it is a bit easy. It's really fun because it goes quick, and I think that this stamp set, this bundle, is really pretty. Look at this. See, with the embossing on it, it has silver embossing and then the silver foil paper. I put the stack of cards that I've already done in the order that I like them. And I do like this one, but it's not my favorite. But I think it's still cute. I really like the words. Happy birthday. Can't begin to count all the times we've laughed together. Mostly because numbers are hard. Isn't that cute? That would be great for anyone's birthday. And I do like Granny Apple Green. I don't know if it belongs here, but I like it. So there's that one. So this one, I keep thinking I need to just throw it off to the side and pull these colors out. It uses Raspberry and Blackberry Bliss. And every time I use those colors, I have ink all over the place and it gets in tiny little places. So I'm going to use my sand eraser. Let me see if I can find that. It's somewhere real safe. To try to remove all these little smudges, but I smudged it and I put all the smudges on the inside. So then I went and I assembled it. Guess what? There's more smudges. And another thing with Blackberry Bliss and Raspberry is, for me, it's hard to clean polymer stamps. Actually, any stamp. It seems like I clean it, and I clean it maybe 3 times, and then the ink keeps transferring to the next color. For instance, here's Raspberry, and I cleaned it 3 times. Which side is first? And when I stamped this tile pattern, there's a hint of pink in the, what color is this? Granite gray. So I tried it again. That side is better, but granite gray is supposed to look more of a yellow brown. See the difference? So I took it over to the sink and I washed it with soap and water. And even when I dried it off with a cotton towel, there's still a little bit more of the pink ink on there. So I love the color, but I don't like how it cleans up. So keep that in mind when you're in class. If you use the Raspberry or Rich Raspberry or Blackberry Bliss, I'll take it over to the sink and I'll clean it afterwards, just so the next person doesn't get pink hues. Okay, so here's one sample. Here's another sample. Trying to keep them simple. You know I wanted to put a whole bunch more stuff on the inside. Okay, this one might be my favorite. Navy and silver with a hint of misty moonlight. Again, very simple. Okay, no, this one's my favorite. Isn't that pretty? With granite gray and then copper embossing. And then I put the tiles down at the bottom. I made you a card because you're worth it. I really like this one. Okay, no, this one's my favorite. And this die comes in the bundle. I don't have them here. But navy and gold. Thanks, 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 thanks. I'm blessed to have you in my life. Everything will be okay. Thanks for being there when I needed you most. Everything will be okay. I'm blessed to have you in my life. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Okay, this one's my favorite. So this project, usually I like to give credit to the person that designed the card, but this is designed by Stampin' Up. Set these off to the side. I'll have pictures on my blog. So on page 39 and 38 in the annual catalog is this bundle. And this bundle, Chris saw it and said, oop, my little machine is going to go. She says I have to have that. Hold on, just a minute. It must mean it's 10 a.m. Okay, so Chris saw this, said she had to have it, and I thought it looked interesting. But whenever Chris does that, I know I probably need to have it too. And so it's been there since the catalog started in June, early June. And I gave it a try. And the first card I did was this navy and gold card. Oh yeah, I love it. I can't wait for you to love it too. It's best if you have Stamparatus, and Stamparatus is listed right over here, because that makes placement of the stamps easy and perfect every time you do it. And if you mess up, you could do it again. So today, let's do something similar to this, but throw a few metallics in there. At first, this, what is that? Mango? Oh, I need to pull out that stamp color. Or do I have it here? Mango Melody. I thought, ooh, that's strong on there. But when it mixes with the words, it matches. So I want to do something similar to this. So usually I keep the card right here that we're going to work on, but the book is too big. So I'll put it here. We'll just do it. Here's the stamp set, and it has some nice words in it. And then also for more words, because you could see how many samples I did, I needed more words. So I pulled out one of my favorites. Here's a card, and the words in this stamp set are nice. I really like this, but I'm not sure when to use it. It's all messy, the hair, the house, the heart, life. I like the font. I kind of like what it says, but I don't know when I'd send a card saying that. So I don't think I've ever even used that stamp set yet, but I like it. Okay. And we will use this trim. Boy, I should have the names of these things. Gold metallic cord. Make sure to use your embossing buddy, which we'll use. Versamark for the metallic powder, embossing powder. The card we're doing today, we'll use Spruce and Mango Melody. We'll use a punch. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here's papers. So normally I have you stamp the words first and then cut it out so you could line it up. Let's do that. Just get started. So this one is Hello There, and I'm going to do that like the catalog. I'll do that in the mango. If I put this underneath, you could see the outline of the paper. Very cute. And I think that's all that's going to be stamped in this color. Maybe I'll put that on the inside. It's really cute. Okay, and I'm going to cut that out. I have my Big Shot down underneath there. You know what? Let me do some Magic TV. Here's one cut out. I'll do that again. Somebody will appreciate that in class. Hopefully I'll get it straight. Looks good. Just going to pull my new machine out. So this is done. And go into my little tray of dies. Okay. And then next is circle punch or die, whatever you have. And the size of the circle, it doesn't matter. And while I'm at it, I'll do one more. Someone may like that one. Okay, and the card base is folded in half. On the inside I have spruce and white for the inside. This is going to go, I think I really need my sample, off to the side. Oh, with a little bit of the gold twine under it. Okay, let's do Stamparatus. I think that's what's needed next. Okay, so Stamparatus was here. These are perfectly placed on here. At first, on some of the cards, I was stamping the metallic color first, and then putting the solid color. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, when you look on here, see how there's the navy blue? Get it close. And then there's the gold. At first I was stamping the gold and had that heat set, and then going back and stamping the navy over the top. But it perfectly lines up. If the gold is already stamped and you go to do the navy, if it isn't perfectly aligned, you don't get good polymer to paper contact. Therefore, you don't get a good stamp. And I know you could do it multiple times, but let me show you on which one here. That one's fine. That might explain why I have little smudges all over. So on this one I did the copper first, and then I went to stamp the raspberry, rich raspberry. See right here where the ink didn't get all the way down to the paper because there's a little bit of thickness from the copper embossing powder? So, lesson learned, first of all, it'll make you transfer ink. Lesson learned is stamp the color first. When Lori was over here, she said stamp the color first. And then I said I was worried about the embossing powder sticking to the damp navy ink. But if you use your embossing buddy really well, there's not a problem. Okay, so color first. The color we're going to use is spruce, like in the catalog. This one uses mint and spruce. Mint, and the darker color is spruce. But this time we're just going to do spruce and a metallic, which is gold. So color first. Love Stamparatus. And if you can, grab a stamp set or an ink pad, put it underneath to support. Let me see if you can see that. When you're inking this, now I have support. And I didn't want to put it down too low because where this other polymer stamp is, it would kind of stick. Not that it's hard to pull off, but I don't like it. Okay, getting everything way into the corner. Get my paper. There's a little bit of a gap right here, so just make sure your paper is pushed way to this corner and to this corner right here. Spruce, here we go. Color first. Okay, spruce, here it is. And if you don't stamp it perfect, because we're using Stamparatus, you can ink it and stamp again. And yeah, because it's polymer, most likely your paper will stick to the stamp. Look at that. Okay, just leaving it like that would be pretty. I don't think I need to stamp it again. It looks good. So, clean it off. Get your Simply Chamois. Give it a wipe. Oh, and in class, if you choose to use Raspberry and Bliss, let me know and I'm going to take it over to the sink to clean it. Okay, that's done. Stamparatus, put it perpendicular, lift it up, flip it over. Now it's time for Versamark. Ew. I know you've never done that. I have ink everywhere. Does it transfer? Maybe that's how my card got dirty. Okay. Where was I? Closing this up. Ooh, the other hand too. What the heck? There. This goes in place. Oh, and make sure it's going to go here, which you can see. Think of this one. Let me make sure you could see it. As like a Mickey Mouse pattern, because he has those Mickey Mouse ears. Because if it's like this, because if you flipped it like that, I don't think that the next step would line up. Okay, Mickey Mouse ears right here. Let me get my powder open. Powder's open. And here we go. Versamark on the detail. Just like that, it goes right into place. And try to get good coverage. Pushing down. I was supposed to use Embossing Buddy. Well, let's see what happens. Oh man. Wouldn't it be great if it just worked with no problem? Look at that. Okay, I didn't use Embossing Buddy. All those little pieces are perfectly lined up. The powder did not stick to the spruce ink. Today is a good day. Okay, I usually don't like to do the heat tool while doing the video because it's noisy and it takes a minute, but I don't have a choice today. Here it goes. That wasn't too bad, right? Okay, I'm going to make sure there's no powder remaining. It's all heat embossed. Looks good. Okay. Well, getting my fingers dirty. The embossing powder not sticking everywhere. Happy, happy, happy. Done with that. Not that I used it. Okay. See it happening? Just about like that. Okay, I need to stick it down. So today's a good day for this to work too, right? Good so far. Very sticky. I'm as green as a Oompa Loompa. You know what, now that it's sitting down here, I do see a little bit of the powder attached to the shaded spruce. So the shaded spruce just isn't as deep and rich as if I were to use the Embossing Buddy. I think it would be better results, but it's still okay. To me, it's still okay. And I'm looking at these. Do I like them all equally? Because I could kind of cover up some of them. This one doesn't have much embossing powder, so that's going to be the top corner. And all the other ones I kind of centered, so this one I'm going to put it up high, trying to make them all different. Okay, and this, I'll have it on a dimensional. Let me look at the catalog again. So the catalog has it going right about here. Oh, their panel is centered. And then this going right about here. But I have to put the cord, the gold braided cord underneath it. So to do that, I'm going to get dimensionals. I'll use this edge. I hope you all use the edges of your dimensionals. They work just as good as the rest. Okay. It's distracting being green. It's not even St. Patrick's Day. Okay, and before I stick that down, I'm going to do the cord. So when I do the cord, usually I just kind of wrap it around, but this time I'm going to think about where do I want to see the pieces of cord stick out. So a little bit there, good. I'm not even going to worry about what it looks like back here. Then I want a bit of a loop. I think I might need more cord. Oh, but you know what? I want it to be continuous when I get more. So I'll hide that. I have another open package right off to the side. Okay, so I want this part that's good. I'm not all that particular, but I like how this came out. Okay, so that's going to go on here. Well, now I'm liking the one in the catalog better. They have theirs on top of here. That might be better. Okay, so this is going to go here. So now I will put the cord on this thing. So I put adhesive here on this half and dimensionals there because this is going to hang halfway off of the circle, and then the other half I want it flat on here. I don't want it to be a tower of dimensionals. Okay, so back to doing cord. My two little pieces that wish they were one. I should just get another one. Ooh, look how they connected. That has a piece of plastic right over the edge so it doesn't fray. Smart thinking, Stampin' Up. Okay, so to do the cord, normally I take it, wrap it around 2 or 3 times. I'll do 2. Cut it off so one end is here and one end is over here. And then, you know what, I'm going to make it a bigger loop. So now the ends are pretty much together. Then I give it a figure-8 twist. And then I just stick it down on. But you know what? I want to cover up. I don't want these ends to be seen, I don't think. Okay, so there's my figure-8. Let me get it up close. The figure-8. And then I can adjust these pieces to be right where I want them. Good. And this one I'll pull it Maybe this one down a little bit. And I'm okay with it fraying right there. A little more texture. And this one is really pretty. I don't know if I want to cover it up. I know, Laura, you're over there telling me what to do. I don't want it right in the middle of this ball thing. Be nice if that was over there. That's where it will be. I like that. Very different. I normally would never use these color combos together, but it looks good. So if ever you have a stamp set you're not sure what to do, after you make all the samples that are shown in the catalog, all of a sudden you'll have lots of ideas. Okay, so for the inside, done with this. Done with dimensionals. Hello there. I kind of want to keep it simple. How about more hello there's on the bottom. I don't think I want to do the tile thing again. So I want to see the border of the paper. And I know it's going to go off over to the edge a little bit, but this is going to be covered up. And I'm going to do them random because chances of me getting this straight is like 99% I won't get it straight. So if I do it real random, I'll pretend like I planned that. I think I need to ink the ink pad. It's a little bit lighter over here. Then I got into the corner of the stamp pad and it's darker. Oops. Should I keep going? Okay, that's enough. And then, how about the words, I made you a card because you're worth it. And I'll do that in, this is in here. I'll do it in spruce. Okay, Lori says my head doesn't get in the way. I like it. I like that stamp. I like the font and the words. Ooh, did I do it a little crooked? Yeah. Looks like everything is crooked. So, you can fix that. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, this is going uphill a little bit. All of these are going uphill a little bit. Let me see when I put it in here. Well, can you tell? Maybe you can't tell. Okay, I'm going to trim it just a bit. I love my tiny paper trimmer. It looks better, huh? But my paper is just a little bit smaller, but it's worth it because that's more straight. So that's it to this card, and this will be one of early October's projects with lots of samples because I had fun with it. See, that didn't take long. Okay, so I will put pictures on my blog. My blog is JilliBling.com, and I will put all the products used in my store. If you're on my blog, just click that Order Now button, and you will have access to everything used, so you could do it yourself. Hey, I hope you have a great day, and until next time, stay safe. Bye.